What's the deal? And we back with another one. This video is called Georgia Gangster Disciple Catch a Body, then Killed Their Own Crew to Prevent Snitching. Slime shit, man. Free YSL, man. No, I ain't gonna lie. Without further ado, we finna get into this video. Where's my headphones, bro? How the fuck I'm gonna do a video with no headphones, bro? Oh my god. Bro, I got the headphones on my head, bro. I must need to lay off the weed, huh? Okay. Alright, bet. No, without further ado, we finna get into this motherfucker reaction, man. Let's do it.
4 Metro Atlanta gang members indicted on charges of murder and racketeering are now under arrest. Prosecutors in Bibb County accuse these men of being members of...
Alright. Now that we got the lineup of who got arrested, who y'all think finna tell? You know what I'm saying? Like, we can damn near decipher this. Nah. Who y'all think finna tell? I ain't gonna lie. Dude all the way to the far right, that nigga might tell something. I ain't gonna lie. He trying to think of a way now. He like, damn, you know?
Of the gangster disciples. The suspects are believed to be involved in the murder
GD.
of 2 people, Derek Ruff and Joshua Jackson. The Athens men were found shot to death inside a storage unit in Lawrenceville. Prosecutors believe they were killed because the gang thought they were cooperating with law enforcement.
They probably was.
The street life is treacherous. Not only do you have to watch out for your enemies and the police, well, based on this video, you also have to watch out for your own crew. In this video, we'll be breaking down a crazy story.
That's low-key the perfect
of 3
scene for
gangster
this, 'cause that's exactly what
committing
happened.
a murder, then gunning down 2 of their own people in order to prevent them from snitching. But before we get into the video, please be sure to like and subscribe. Due to the rise of drill music in Chicago, the Gangster
R.I.P.
Disciples
Duck,
have
man.
a big reputation in the mainstream media. The Gangster Disciples, or GDs for short, have been around for decades. The GDs were formed on the south side of Chicago in the late 1960s by 2 men named
That's
Larry
crazy.
Hoover
GDs
and David
get from
Barksdale.
Chicago all
Even
the
though
way
the
to
GDs
goddamn, where
originated
they
in
at?
Chicago,
Georgia? Shit
similar
crazy.
to the Bloods and Crips, they would begin to expand to other cities and states. They traveled to places like New York, where they would commonly wear black flags, and they would migrate down to Georgia as well. With that, we get to today's story. On August 17, 2023, a federal jury in Macon, Georgia, convicted 3 members of the Gangster Disciples in connection with the murder of 3 people, as well as various other offenses including drug trafficking, obstruction of justice, and firearm charges. According to court documents and evidence presented at trial, Fomon Chambers, Andrea Browner,
Did you know there's a way to grow your following on YouTube with thousands of real followers every single
and Leslie Green were responsible for 3 gang-related murders triggered by
they
the
spank
murder
your
of a
shit.
Gangster Disciple member. Fomon was the leader of a subset of his branch of the GDs called the Enforcement Team. The Enforcement Team was responsible for carrying out all of the violent acts for the gang. Andrea was the leader of a female subset of the
They was the
GDs
shit
called
splackers.
the Sisters of Struggle.
The death of Walter Brown.
This whole story starts with the death of a Gangster Disciple member named Walter Brown. On December 10th, 2018, Walter was shot multiple times with different guns during a drug-related dispute at the Oak Hill Apartments. The police received a 911 call at 8:40 p.m. about someone being shot at the apartment complex between 4th Street and Old Hull Road. The first officer to arrive on the scene found Walter on the ground, suffering from multiple gunshot wounds. The officer rendered first aid until a national EMS ambulance crew arrived to transport Walter to a local hospital, where he was pronounced dead at just 31 years old. After an investigation by detectives, authorities arrested 3 men named Ralph Bess,
Hey,
Maurice
bro,
Lawrence,
coming out of,
and
hey, bro,
Devontae.
gonna come every time with the crazy hairstyle, bro. This the second mugshot we done got with some crazy ass hairstyle, bro. We gotta get you down here to Detroit, bro, so we can get you right, bro. On God, our barbers might charge your ass $100, but on bro, you gonna be good, nigga. On God, you won't have this shit going on, bro. You got some crazy shit going on. Y'all ain't his friends. Y'all let dude walk out the house like that, man. For real. You need to choose your friends wisely, man, because this ain't it. Bro, you not getting no coochie looking like this, bro. You like, that's a Medusa head, nigga. You not Versace. Get it together, bro.
Brown. All three were subsequently indicted for malice and felony murder. 3 days before they were to go on trial, all three defendants agreed to plea bargains with the district attorney's office, so the murder charges that they were facing were dismissed. Ultimately, Brown pleaded guilty to voluntary manslaughter and possession of a firearm during the commission of a crime and was sentenced to 17 years in prison and 3 years on probation. Lawrence pled guilty to aggravated assault with a deadly weapon and possession of a firearm by a convicted felon and was sentenced to 5 years in prison and 20 years of probation. Best pled guilty to aggravated assault with a deadly weapon and possession of a firearm during the commission of a crime and was sentenced to 3 years in confinement to be suspended after successful completion of 6 to 9 months in a detention center, followed by 10 years of probation.
The death of
Just 4 days after the death of Walter Brown, the GDs would get their retaliation. A man named Rodriguez Rucker had been communicating with Andrea, and she was allegedly a prostitute. Andrea and Rodriguez agreed to meet on December 14, 2018 at Days Inn. Andrea told him in a text message that it would be $80 for a quick visit. She instructed Rodriguez to go to the North Finley Street Motel, and she would tell him what room she was in when he arrived. During the meetup, Andrea learned that Rodriguez was related to one of the individuals she believed killed Walter Brown. Andrea then texted Filmon, and he came to the motel. Rodriguez was driven home in a Lyft, and Filmon followed him in a black pickup truck. Once there, Filmon shot and killed Rodriguez. Witnesses would later tell detectives that they saw the driver of a black pickup truck shoot Rodriguez. When reviewing video from downtown surveillance cameras, investigators noticed that the same pickup truck had followed the Lyft vehicle that was driving Rodriguez from Days Inn towards his home in East Athens.
Damn.
The truck was also videoed by surveillance cameras in the vicinity of the shooting. Detectives subsequently determined that Filmon
that's why when you driving,
Chevrolet...
bro, you driving, you spinning through traffic, bro, check the mirrors. You gotta make sure that your mirrors is right. Cause last thing you wanna do is, bro, get caught lacking out here in these streets, bro. If a car is following you, you should be able to know a car is following you. If you look in that mirror 2 times, okay, you see the same car, coincidence. You made a couple turns, all type of shit, you looking at it, alright, not something going on. But you would never know unless you watching you gotta, you know what I'm saying, be on point, be on P, stop moving slow. Come on now.
Pickup truck, and were able to confirm that it was the one driven by the shooter. Following the murder, Andrea and Filmon fled from Georgia to Texas. The police tracked their movement via their phone signals, and they were able to arrest Andrea the very next day in Texas on December 15th of 2018. Filmon was able to elude police and stay on the run. While on the run, he would become paranoid and would turn on members of his own crew out of fear that they would give him up to police. After Andrea's arrest,
most people have no clue that in 2023, the best way to make money on Amazon is not with physical products. It's Amazon's other company, Audible.
Filmon began to believe that people around him were cooperating with the police. He would focus his suspicions on 2 of his fellow gangster disciples named Derek Ruff and Joshua Jackson. Filmon concluded that Derek
felt
and
like,
Joshua...
cause how did they know? He played it too smooth. You know, niggas be like, in their head, be like, bro, no, I didn't. I ain't gonna lie, dumb as hell, bro. They just told us how they got you, bro. They told us how they got you, bro. This how they did it, bro. You got caught following a nigga. You got caught in broad day in the car that killed dude. You got caught. It was an eyewitness. It was an eyewitness that said the driver of that car shot dude. You was on camera being the driver of that car. That's how they got you. And that's how they got her. You know what I'm saying?
Were snitches and directed a member of the enforcement team named Leslie Green to kill both of them. Leslie would carry out his task with the assistance of 2 men named Robert Carlisle and Shabazz Guidry. Text messages and intercepted phone calls between Philmon, Leslie, Robert, and Shabazz revealed that Derek and Joshua were lured by Leslie to drive from Athens to Lawrenceville to break into storage sheds and steal items to send to Philmon as aid and resistance as he was hiding out from law enforcement in a Gangster Disciple safe house in Keelan, Texas. The ruse worked as Derek and Joshua were able to be successfully lured. The two were shot and killed inside of a storage unit on December 19, 2018. Their bodies were concealed in the storage unit until March 17, 2019, when police, with the assistance of cadaver-sniffing dogs, located them. According to court warrants, Leslie and Robert talked about cleaning up the bodies after the murders on the phone while police were wiretapping their calls. Police said Leslie spoke with several people
y'all gotta
about
move more tack. How are you talking about murders on the phone? How are you talking about murders on the line? That's crazy.
About the incident and was trying to figure out how officers were able to identify him and his vehicle. Police said Robert also talked about the murders on the phone and talks about how to get rid of the bodies. He called the bodies spoiled milk, and he said he needed to contact the janitor to clean it up. Additional messages between them show that they conspired to dispose of the victims' bodies, which included potentially burning the bodies or dumping the bodies in a landfill. Law enforcement recovered the bodies and made arrests before these plans could be carried out. Ultimately, Philmon, Andrea, Robert, Leslie, and Shabazz would be hit with RICO charges. Philmon, Andrea, and Leslie were found guilty on their charges and are facing life in prison. Robert and Shabazz pled guilty to their charges, but they are still facing life in prison. Man, this story just shows you that there's no love or trust in the streets. Let me know what you guys think about this situation in the comment section, and please be sure to like and subscribe. Thank you for watching.
Dang, bro. That's what I'm saying, bro. You gotta move more tack out here, man. And honestly, bro, they didn't tell on you, bro. You got caught because you just did it sloppy, bro. And that's just how it is, bro. It's crazy because in the streets, bro, that's like shit that happens, bro. That it's not fair. But shit, the streets ain't fair, bro. Like, honestly, like, you can't say he wrong for thinking how he was thinking at the time and shit. I don't know, man, honestly. But that was motherfucking Georgia Gangsta Disciples Catch a Body Then Kill Their Own to Prevent Snitching, man. If y'all want to see this video without my conversation, be there to check out the Funa channel, and we gone.